all engrossed in myself and what I needed to do. $100 million deal. What am I doing? The eyes just stare through this window at me, and this child is empty. It literally just stopped being in my core. We as human beings were put on Earth for the purpose of caring for one another. We weren't put on Earth to just take care of ourselves. So often in today's cultures, we find ourselves becoming more and more isolated instead of more and more social. So the way we demonstrate that care is by reaching out and being human with other humans. And the way to do that is through technology and social networking, reaching the masses.
My father and then my other uncles, they tried to teach whatever they knew, so that we would sit under a tree, and then that was our classroom, you know? And then most of the time we have to recite things, sing the alphabets, and just whatever they knew, they would just teach you there and then, because we never had books and stuff.
Children in China are not able to be met with their physical needs and their social needs, such as proper education.
In China and many Asian countries, there are culturally different ways of bringing up children. We have to be respectful of those. However, there are basic human rights wherever you are in this world. And All Humanity embraces those human rights and makes sure that we monitor and the transparency that these children are receiving those basic human rights.
We've got to have accountability. We've got to assure good performance. We've got to make sure that lessons learned from a disaster of things we did well and not well are captured, and then feed that back in to developing those standards. So it's a constant cycle of information flow, which is continuous. And
you find most of the organizations that have come in, like, we have become disappointed with many organizations that come in to help. In the actual sense, they're not even helping. Because you find an organization, an international organization, comes to the local community supposedly to help the people, but 10 years down the road, you don't see a school, you don't see a hospital, you don't see the roads being made, you don't see water wells being built, but you see brand new cars driving in and out on dusty roads. You see the local community, someone who has been poor, someone who has never been to school, is always in the same condition. And when these guys leave, they leave nothing.
Well, the fact of the matter is, money is not being spent well. It's gotten to the point where humanitarian money is going into a black hole.
I think many times we get absorbed in our world here in America and don't really have a broader context of what might be going on around us, and especially in these areas. And so Rob brought an interesting perspective that matched up not only his heart for the world, but also the technology side of Rob that has such a unique understanding and ability to utilize the tools that he understands very well.
When we install the B system and other technologies around the world, they're also installed with trainers, and what we call train the trainers as well, where caregivers are trained how to utilize this technology and being monitored as well, so that there isn't the misuse of the equipment.
One great contribution of All Humanity is the provision of information that has gone through a vetting process by experts, so that there is quality control over the information provided.
The donor population across the world want to be good stewards. They've been giving generous resources and want to track those resources to make sure they're used effectively.
Through the virtual donation facility that we are implementing at All Humanity, you're able to watch your donation from the point at which it leaves your source to its destination. This can be done anonymously, or this can be done publicly, depending upon how you wish to have it tracked.
All Humanity receives not one penny of government assistance, which provides it great flexibility of action and independence and neutrality.
They would always tell us is that if you don't speak English, if you don't get any education, you have no future. So all we wanted was to really get to know how to speak English, and I wanted to speak English so badly.
Orphan Chat is something very unique because many people are sending support monies to orphanages around the world. Well, now with Orphan Chat, you have live chat, web chats with orphans in moderated situations on scheduled programs around the world. Also, there's Charity Chat, which is a very unique program where we bring in many different celebrities. With Charity Chat, we have celebrities like Bono or Jennifer Lopez that come in and they actually talk for an hour live to people on the internet. The monies raised from those, which is the per ticket to go to the chat, are given to that celebrity's children's charity. And again, it's done through a monitored, transparent way. It's very unique, and we're very excited at AllHumanity, all the celebrities that are signing on with that.
We have unprecedented need because we have 7 billion people on the face of the globe. We have unprecedented opportunity because for the first time, we have the technology to do what we need to do.
Everything we do in the business world at AllHumanity is for that child.